Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram. Well, thank you for all your continuous encouragement to this particular cricket show as usual. One thing that I would like to say today is that you might be seeing that this particular Cricket Happening Show might not be, there might be times where you might not see the Cricket Happening Show in this week, because we have some medical issues with our family, and so I won't be able to devote my entire time. But yes, if I do get time, I would definitely come back to this cricket show and do it. But yes, you definitely keep an eye on the Cricket Happening Show. As and when I find time, I will try to, but I can't promise you. But this week might be a very irregular Cricket Happening Show starting from tomorrow. As I said, there are some medical issues in my family, and I wouldn't be able to do full justice as far as the show is concerned, but I'm sorry about it. I regret to inform you, but yes, as I said, you keep an eye on that, and you might still see me doing it as and when, if I'm able to find some time from my schedules here, I would definitely be in with you all. Right. The other thing that I would like to talk about on this cricket show is Cook Islands has told me that this is something that I'm speaking for the Cook Islands, because the Cook Islands wanted me to talk something about the Cook Islands cricket, well, I'm absolutely glad to do so, because I believe in one thing as far as cricket is concerned. Cricket is a great leveler. I have a great passion for this game of cricket, and I would go miles, and I will do whatever it takes to do this. I've already made this Cricket Happening Show a success, thanks to you, dear friends and subscribers. And I would go a mile, I would go all the way in this world to make this Cricket Happenings really make it much bigger and much greater, and bring you wholesome entertainment as far as cricket is concerned. And I sincerely feel that there should be lots of cricketing nations. Cricket should be played by all nations in the world. Probably I want each and every team in the world to encourage cricket as much as possible, and that is my goal. I want to spread cricket to all parts of the world. I want each and every cricketing nation in this world to play cricket and talk about cricket. And as far as talking is concerned, your host Ram will be there to cover any cricketing event in the world. Well, so on this particular note, as far as today's Cricket Happening Show is concerned, we are looking, as you know, tomorrow is the second test match between Pakistan and Zimbabwe, which is going to be played at the same Harare Sports Club. Initially it was going to be placed at Bulawayo, and now it is going to be played at the Harare Sports Club. Now, as far as you know, let's talk about Zimbabwe, because Zimbabwe were the ones who did all the hard work. They took the first innings lead and yet lost the first test match against Pakistan. Now, as far as second test match is concerned, one good thing would be Hamilton Masakadza, who definitely showed all glimpses of being a good captain in the absence of Brendan Taylor, will now have to be just probably assisting Brendan Taylor, and Hamilton Masakadza could be the vice captain of the team. So Brendan Taylor, the captain, after becoming a father, would be back into the reckoning, and that would be a big plus for Zimbabwe, because not only does he bat, he can also keep. So now, just talking about the keeping, Brendan Taylor will have to. If you look at the side, it's very difficult to drop anybody, because if you look at the time, Vusi Sibanda and Hamilton Masakadza, Tino Mohoyo, even though he failed for first one match, one did not really read into it, because Tino Mohoyo is a very good compact opening batsman. Vusi Sibanda is an aggressive opening batsman, and then they have Hamilton Masakadza himself, who captained well, so he will be coming as one drop. And with the coming of Brendan Taylor into the team as a captain, it invigorates the team atmosphere, because he is not only a good captain, he also will contribute with the bat, and he will also keep wickets. Now, so that really gives Zimbabwe that sort of stability and also that extra oomph to go against Pakistan in the second test. At least they can try to draw the series, the test series against Pakistan. Malcolm Waller, well, he played a good hand the other day, as you know, in the first test match. He would be there. Elton Chugumbra now really looking like it has been a lot of things have been said about Elton Chugumbra, that, you know, he's not consistent, he's not getting the runs. But now it seems that Elton Chugumbra is slowly getting there. His batting is coming good. His bowling is also clicking at the right time. It might be that if Brendan Taylor would keep wickets, but if you look at the history of Brendan Taylor, the statistics say that Brendan Taylor, whenever he has been only the captain and taking the batting, he has done well. Whether they would follow that, because if you look at the statistics of the Zimbabwean captain Brendan Taylor, looking at when he has been the keeper and the captain of the team, his statistics have been down. So that's what the records say. But tomorrow we will see whether Brendan Taylor is going to do the keeping, because it also depends. Richmond Mutumbami, the wicket keeper, has to. If Brendan Taylor would be keeping wickets, it's a very clear case that Richmond Mutumbami, the wicket keeper, who did very well behind the stumps, I thought, did a wonderful job. And as far as batting is concerned, also, it looks to be a good bat. Will have to sit out. Now, what does the Zimbabwe think tank think about it? One does not know. One has to wait and watch what is the decision being taken. Prosper Utsaya, he did his good job. He's a good bat too. And then I would say that I wouldn't like to drop any of the seamers, because everyone did well, and that was the feature of Zimbabwe's play in the first test match. Even though they lost it, Tinashe Panyangra was absolutely excellent. Shingarai Masakadza was also bowled good, probably in patches. Tendai Chatara was as equal as Tinashe Panyangra at this bowling. But tomorrow, what are they going to do? So that's going to be very interesting, whether Zimbabwe would and I would say that they have to play all the three seamers: Tinashe Panyangra, Shingarai Masakadza and Tendai Chatara. So in my opinion, the only change could be that Brendan Taylor could play as a batsman and a captain, not as a wicket keeper. Richmond Mutumbami would keep his place. But now when Brendan Taylor comes in, now there comes the question, who is going to be dropped? Now it's very difficult to drop any of the if you look at it, in my opinion, what I would really suggest, in the sense what I feel, is that probably Zimbabwe would be forced tomorrow to actually go and drop Richmond Mutumbami, the wicket keeper, and Brendan Taylor might have to keep wickets and double up as a keeper and as a batsman. Now, if that is going to be the case, well, one has to really look at things in a very practical manner, and I think that would be the way to go. But unfortunate for Richmond Mutumbami that he might have to sit down tomorrow, and Brendan Taylor will be donning the gloves and also the captain of the Zimbabwean cricket team. But I thought that would really give sort of an oomph to Zimbabwe after the coming of Brendan Taylor as the captain of the Zimbabwean cricket team. Now, as far as Pakistan are concerned, Pakistan, well, after conceding a first innings lead, the way they played, they will be quite confident of what they're going to do. And well, one more thing. If you look at the probables, there is no Sikandar Raza who made his maiden test half century. Now that is going to be a real conundrum for the Zimbabweans, according to me, because Sikandar Raza made his maiden test half century in the first test match, and well, I don't see his name in the probables. Now what are they going to do? Now that is going to be another question. Brendan Taylor has to come into the team, so Sikandar Raza would have been dropped. Oh, that's a very tough decision. As I said, Zimbabwe are absolutely in a selection conundrum, I would say. And as far as Pakistan are concerned, as I said, they are going out with lots of confidence. The pressure will be on the first three tomorrow, especially the openers. Mohammad Hafiz has been under a lot of pressure. This 2013 has been a year in which he has not shown the real consistency that has been needed, and that has been lacking absolutely. And the top order was absolutely shaky in both the innings for Pakistan, and I'm sure they would have learned their lessons. So Mohammad Hafiz would have to come to the, he has to really get into form. Khurram Manzoor, on his comeback to the Pakistan cricket team after 3.5 years, did not do well, so he would be wanting to do well now. Azhar Ali, well, he did, even though he failed in the second innings, the first innings he did a good job. Yunus Khan, coming on the on heels of an unbeaten double century. Misbah-ul-Haq, the captain, always leads from the front. Asad Shafiq would also like to put a good knock because he also couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. Adnan Akmal did well with the bat. As far as the pace bowling is concerned, well, Junaid Khan and Rahat Ali were doing a good job. In fact, Rahat Ali also did with the bat, but whether they would be tempted tomorrow to bring in Wahab Riaz, I think they should stick to the winning combination of Rahat Ali, who bowled well and also batted excellently, I thought. And then Saeed Ajmal and Abdur Rahman, the spinners, always going to be ruling the roost against Zimbabwe, because of the history. If you see the test matches that have happened, they have always succumbed to the spinners. West Indies spinners had Zimbabwe in a tangle. The Pakistani spinners already have Zimbabwe in a real tizzy. The Indian spinner, especially the right arm leg spinner from India, Amit Mishra, and the one-day internationals, bamboozled the Zimbabweans. So it's something that Zimbabwe have to really work on. They have to work on two things, according to me. One is how they actually play spin. That is one thing. The other thing that they have to work on, as far as fielding is concerned, they dropped a lot of catches, very crucial catches at that, in the first test, and also their ground fielding needs to really improve. Those legs have to really work hard on the ground, I would say. So that's the situation. So that's the preview, almost coming to an end. Tomorrow the second test match starts between Zimbabwe and Pakistan at the Harare Sports Club. So tomorrow, as I said, things are going to be irregular. This week it's going to be an irregular cricket happening show. Only if I find time, and as I said, I have some medical issues in my family and I wouldn't be able to give full attention to cricket happenings this week. But as I said, I would definitely make an effort and try to come and talk to you, dear friends and subscribers. But it's not a promise again. Well, let's get on to some other cricket news as far as cricket is concerned. Well, the news that we have is from Australia. It has been decided that Mitchell Starc, who would have been the real, he has done a great job, and it's very sad that injured Mitchell Starc will not be a part of Australia's plans in the Ashes series against England, which is very sad. Mitchell Starc is out of the Ashes series with a back injury. Not good news, I would say. And then as far as US is concerned, United States of America have been having problems as far as cricket is concerned. They have not been able to really get into full gear, and there has been a lot of things which has been happening in US cricket. But Harrison, who has become the new chief of the United States Cricket Association, has said he wants to get the changes into United States cricket as quickly as possible. Not only that, he wants to make some very quick changes, and he wants to make things happen very fast, and get the United States Cricket Association running in a very nice manner. And good luck to Harrison there. Well, other than that, I'm just trying to see whether there is any other cricketing news that I could cover before I end up this cricket show. Yes, there's one news that I could talk about, and that is Dale Steyn, the South African who missed the tour of Sri Lanka, as you know, has recovered as far as injuries are concerned, and one would be seeing him in the Champions in the Champions Trophy or the Champions League. I think, yeah, it could be the Champions League T20. Which is coming up in the month of September. 17th of September is the first match of the Champions League. One would probably be seeing Dale Steyn. In fact, not probably, he would definitely be playing for his country as far as South Africa is concerned. So, well, dear fans and subscribers, before quitting this cricket happening, so once again reminding you that this week this cricket show could be irregular. I have some medical issues in my family, and I won't be able to put full attention to the cricket happening show, but as and when, if time permits, definitely your host Ram will be there to oblige you. That's it from your host Ram for the Cricket Happening show for today. See you all probably tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.